Hi, Tom. This is Viola Barnett. Thank you so much for taking the time out to chat with me earlier this morning, and thanks for clicking on this video. So I'm going to go over a few things with you in regards to your website and your online presence. And in case you're wondering why I'm making this video for you, a lot of people sometimes just don't have the time to make the internet work for them, and it holds them back from hiring a marketing agency. So this allows me to give away the information for free, and some business owners are able to do it themselves. Some call me back and ask for some help, but for the most part, I'm going to lay it all out right here. So let's get started. First off, you have a good looking website. Keep in mind that 90% of the people that land on your website are going to be using their mobile phones. So you want to go ahead and make that phone number bright, visible, clickable, so that when they land on it, they're able to reach out to you. Because 9 times out of 10, if they've already landed on your website and they found you, they want to talk to somebody or just be in contact with someone. So either a form submit right here or both, form submit and a phone number. So that way it's easy to access. All right, let's keep moving. Nice, clean, bright photos, by the way. Okay, you want to save these photos. Let's see how you have it saved. All right, you see how this is saved? So Google doesn't really care what the website looks like, right? These sites are crawled by Google robots. Google wants to see what it says. So you want to save this as a keyword that you're trying to be found for. So let me make it clear. Let's go over to Google. When somebody types in something that you do, such as kitchen remodeling in Atlanta, Georgia, the first thing we see are these ads, right? And for whatever reason, sometimes people bypass the ads or they stop and click. But those are paid advertisements, even this one right here. But then if you keep scrolling, you have this section right here, which has everything to do with citations. We call this the map pack because it's always right next to the map. There are only 3 businesses that show on page 1 organically. And this has everything to do with your business name, address, and phone number listed throughout different directories across the World Wide Web. So basically citations, such as, when I say directories, I'm talking about Yellow Pages, Manta, Angie's List, Yelp. Well, not really Angie's List, even though that is a citation. But there are a lot of free ones, even Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, you name it. There are thousands and thousands of different citations you could get into, but that's really the strategy here, to find out exactly how many citations does kitchen and bathroom remodeling contractors have. If they have 120, then you want to add another 30, 40, or 50 on top of that, so you're outranking them every month. Right? Because you and I both know if we click right here, we're going to find hundreds, if not thousands of other businesses that live in this same area. But nobody goes past page 1 for anything. Okay, and then you have this section down here, and this is the organic section. This is the hardest section to get into and the hardest section for Google to get you out of. Once you're there, you're there. And the way to get here has everything to do with backlinks and content. So the number 1 spot for kitchen remodeling Atlanta is Atlanta Platinum, platinumkitchens.com. So I went ahead and pulled them up so you could take a look at their website. Google likes to see at least 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on the home page. Yeah, they have a pretty good looking homepage, but as you can see, there still isn't that much content on it, yet they're ranking. So that just tells me there's a lot of opportunity to be able to outrank them when it comes to the content. Now I want to hop over to this tool that I use called Ahrefs, and it just allows me to see the back end of a website. This is your website here, basilconstruction.com, Basil. I hope I said that correctly. And this is just basically showing me the back end and what's going on with your website. I'm not sure if you know what backlinks are, so I'll just explain. A backlink is simply where you have a site that has a link on it, and if you click on that link, it takes you over to another site. But what it does on the back end is it passes power from that site to the other site. So right now, it tells me here you have 1 keyword that you're ranking for. Nothing to scoff at least you have some things going for you. I'm going to go ahead and look at Atlanta Kitchen Remodeling in the same tool, which is platinumkitchens.com. And here's what they have going on for them, right? So the strategy to win in regards to that organic section is to find out exactly which websites they have linking back to them, and then go and ask for a link in those websites to link back to you. Because 9 times out of 10, if it's working for them, it's going to work for you as well. But I will say, steer clear of the sites that have nothing to do with remodeling or any of the niches that your construction company covers, because Google knows, for example, if you did some work on the pizza store down the street and they gave you a link, Google knows that you don't sell pizza for a living, so they're not going to give you any power for that link versus a power for the top 10 remodelers link in Atlanta, Georgia, or the best ways to avoid bathroom remodeling issues. You get the idea. So that's what you want to do in regards to backlinks. All right, I've been waiting for this. Let's go to organic keywords, because this is what you want added onto your site. These are the type of keywords and the content you want. So for example, kitchen remodeling Atlanta. This is telling us that 600 people look for that keyword per month. This company gets 88 calls from that 600 and they're in the number 2 position. So if they're getting 88 and they're in the number 2 position, can you imagine if you're buried on page 4, right? Like obviously you're not going to get any calls. So Atlanta kitchen remodeling, totally different keyword, even though they're both kitchen remodeling. 600 different people are looking for this keyword. They get 88 out of those 600 and then in number 2 position for that. So these are the type of keywords, Tom, that you want to have added to your homepage and to these pictures. And you want to add at least 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on the homepage. The other pages come secondary, but everybody lands on the homepage first, including the Google robot. So this is the one that you want to make sure gets indexed correctly. All right, I hope that you found this information very helpful. I didn't mean to go past 5 minutes, so if you have any questions or if you have any concerns, feel free to reach out. Or if you think it was terrible, I want to hear that feedback too. Let me know how you felt about this information here. Thank you, Tom. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.